Welcome to Course Preview Day. Let's look at Introduction to Business, which is a course offered by the Business Department at Livingston High School. Introduction to Business is a full-year course offered to 9th and 10th graders. It's divided into two components. The first component is Business Management, which covers marketing, management, finance, economics, and business ethics. The other component is Personal Financial Literacy, which covers banking, budgeting, saving, investing, careers, and credit. Introduction to Business is an elective. However, it does fulfill the Personal Financial Literacy state-mandated graduation requirement. So, students have the choice to either take the full-year Introduction to Business course, which fulfills the Personal Financial Literacy state-mandated graduation requirement, or they can take the half-year, semester-long Personal Financial Literacy course. The benefit, of course, to choosing Introduction to Business is because we explore so many different topics. Our first unit that we cover is Economic Environment. Our second unit is Business Organization and Management. Unit number 3, Marketing and Financial Operations. Unit 4, Business Operations. Unit 5, Global Business and Government Regulation. Typically, these first 5 units are covered towards the beginning of the year. Then, sometime around February, March, until the end of the school year, we focus on the 6th and final unit, which is Personal Financial Literacy. In our first unit, Economic Environment, students explore the important economic concepts that determine the products and services available for consumers, how economic systems are structured, and the measurements commonly used to gauge economic activity and business conditions in our society. We explore the basic economic problem of scarcity. We also learn that economies are measured by analyzing key indicators. Some of the topics that we will explore: economic systems, key economic questions, supply and demand, as well as the business cycle. In our second unit, Business Organization and Management, students will explore the forms of business ownership, the role that small businesses play in the U.S. economy, and how to start a small business. Students will understand ownership structure. We'll also explore entrepreneurship and the significance of entrepreneurship on the overall health of the economy. We'll look into how we categorize the types of business ownership structures, skills, and characteristics required of a successful entrepreneur, and different types of entrepreneurial styles. Our third unit, Marketing and Financial Operations, students are presented information on how marketing is planned and executed to satisfy customer needs at a profit, and the financial planning, preparation, and decision-making used in business. Students will understand how marketing impacts the success or failure of the business. We'll also look into startup costs and budgets that are used to keep businesses on track. Students will have the opportunity to explore key components of a marketing strategy. We'll do some marketing research, as well as looking into how the selling price is determined, the importance of communication, and also the key components of a balance sheet and an income statement. In Unit 4, Business Operations, students will have the opportunity to identify the components of a business plan and the steps needed to research, write, and present a business plan for a new service business in the Livingston area. In this unit, students will understand the purpose of a business plan. They'll also have the opportunity to project financial information, identify a business's target market, put together some promotional strategies, and also put together an elevator pitch towards potential investors. Students will analyze competitors. They'll also create a mission statement. They'll develop a logo, and they'll put together an overall marketing plan so that they can pitch their business idea to potential investors. In Unit 5, Global Business and Government Regulation, students will develop a foundation for understanding business in the global economy. It focuses on exporting, international trade, and global business activities. Students will learn of the importance and challenges of international trade, as well as business customs from various countries around the world. Students will learn about the economic effects of trade surpluses versus trade deficits, trade barriers as well, and specific ways governments and organizations promote international trade. We'll explore business ethics and different types of intellectual property, and specific actions by government to regulate and assist business. Then we'll wrap up with our sixth and final unit, personal financial literacy. In this unit, students will explore the information needed to better understand money management activities, budgeting strategies, and future financial decisions. The various financial institutions and bank services commonly used by consumers will be used. Coverage of the types of consumer credit accounts, along with information on the wise use of credit, will be explored, and information for identifying and analyzing investment alternatives will be presented. Students will understand the role of credit with the individual consumer, businesses, government, and the economy. They'll also learn about the fundamentals of budgeting, money management, and investment options. Students will have an opportunity to look into careers and job outlook. They'll also learn about financial aid packages, various types of credit available to consumers, different methods of payment, and the factors to consider when they're evaluating investment options. Zig Ziglar was a great motivational speaker as well as an accomplished salesperson. And here he says, you don't build a business, you build people, and then people build the business. Here are some of the people, students, that we are building at Livingston High School. So let's let these 4 students share their experience with Introduction to Business.
I wanted to fulfill the requirement for my business course in high school, but I also thought it'd be a really fun experience to learn more about the world of business and financial skills.
I took it to fulfill a requirement. It's an elective, and it just seemed like a really good way to get that requirement fulfilled. But I actually really enjoy it. It helps you so much in other classes, and you just you learn about stuff that you're actually going to use later on in life and in adulthood. So
I chose Intro to Business so that I could take an actual economics course or something like that. My sophomore, junior, or senior years. I took it as a baseline for the rest of the business courses at high school.
I decided to take Intro to Business so I could learn more about the economy and the business world of the United States today, and to learn more about the career choices that can branch from business.
My favorite thing about Intro to Business is the variety of activities we do, and it's a great way to meet new people, and all the different activities are really fun because we do things like Shark Tank and learning about the different types of businesses, and there's just a lot of different subjects we cover.
I have to say, the working together and really collaborating and being able to share your ideas with the class. It's very hands-on, and you really get to experience it.
My favorite thing about class would be probably learning about business and learning about how to start your own business if you're interested.
My favorite thing about class is the amount of projects we do that are all really creative and much different than other the core classes, because most of those are very classic boring projects, but these are very unique and not done in other classes.
Taking Introduction to Business at Livingston High School has a lot of benefits. As I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, Introduction to Business is an elective, but it does meet the personal financial literacy requirement for graduation. Once students complete Introduction to Business, they're open to take accounting, marketing, business law, and/or computer applications. Once they've taken those classes, they can continue to branch out and learn more about business through all of our other business classes offered here in the business department. Thank you so much for taking some time to learn about Introduction to Business. We hope to see you in class next year.
Make sure to take Intro to Business next year.